Should we move on to our number 10s getting castigated for their lack of defensive contribution? Both
Let's
of
do
them.
it. I'm excited.
Let's start with Malik. Got pulled at the half of what was then a 2-2 draw with Ajax. You know, a 2-2 draw with Ajax, you'd think, well, that's normal for PSV.
It's possible they were down a goal.
Yeah, they were down 2-1 at one point. Wasn't it
halftime? Yeah, I thought it was
Was
halftime.
it 2-1 at halftime? Let me start over then. My bad.
It's all good because I need time to pull this tweet up.
Yeah, it was.
You're right. I'm sorry. Okay. Let me start that over again. Okay, let's start with Malik. He got pulled at the half of what was then a 2-1 lead for Ajax, which you think would be normal, except for PSV and Ajax. You know, PSV sometimes is down against Ajax, but Ajax is terrible this year. They're like near the bottom of the table in the Eredivisie. So this was catastrophic.
Yeah.
He came off at the half. PSV went on to win 5-2 with Malik off the field. What did he do wrong?
Well, first, and Peter, after the game, here's his quote on the first half. He says, "It was rubbish. I didn't have to shout at halftime. I just said, you and you, get out." So.
Whoops.
And he said this to the press. He didn't have to.
Right. He did not have to.
I mean, famously, the Dutch, you know, they call a spade a spade.
Yeah. Pizza Bosch. So I just love his name. I love how Germans specifically say his name when he was, you know, managing in Germany. But yeah, man, you and you get out, hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back. No more.
In fairness, it wasn't just Malik; it was also Veerman who came off. Yeah,
Veerman. And then Goose Till and Sabari came on. Which you know, like early in the season, Sabari was playing pretty well, and
he was.
You know, Malik starting and getting all these minutes in front of him was kind of random. Kind of like if that happened to an American player, we would be very upset. Very upset. Mm-hmm. Who's this Malik Tillman guy, and just, you know, being on his ass at every turn, every pass. You know how we do. You know how we do.
Yeah,
of course. What we should do. You know what I'm saying?
Before we get into the criticism here,
mm-hmm.
as an unsophisticated watcher of the game, as I was watching the game, had I not known he gets yanked at the half, I would have thought, okay, that was pretty good. That was a pretty good half. Because he did some good stuff
on the ball,
which at the time I'm not thinking about because I'm not a sophisticated watcher. That's all I'm seeing. I'm saying.
He did some good stuff on the ball, yes, and it wasn't like, you know, when I wasn't watching this game as it happened, as stuff going on, and you know, when I think about what Malik could have been doing out there to lead to him not only getting benched, but getting a you and you get out in the press after the match from the manager. I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying, this is going to be the jog fest of all jog fest. I mean, I'm talking 60, 70 year old lady in the mall at 9:30 in the morning on a Monday type of jogging around. And it really wasn't that. It wasn't necessarily that. He was trying. He was just trying badly.
It wasn't even his most languid performance.
It was
We've
not.
We've seen more languid than this.
We've seen much more.
We've seen far more languid.
Like, I mean, you know, he's still doing his thing. He's still like chilling from time to time. But a lot of times now, like, I think it's kind of gotten through to him that he needs to try more off the ball. So he's doing his thing off the ball. A lot of times he's a lot more languid than I would like when he has the ball, especially in like AVP situations where he's just like, he'll receive it, he's turning, and like instead of just like trying to drive a little bit, he's just like, let me just kick this thing out to the wing and then slowly jog to like the penalty spot or something. And you know, I would want a little bit more from him there. But
Well,
yeah,
I'm of a mind that when he's on the ball, I'm just going to stay out of it. I'm going to let him do what he wants to do.
hey, you got to let genius work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So I have some ideas. I have some ideas like that. I'm not going to share them. Just you figure it out.
Yeah.
Is one of
I
those
like that approach.
Yeah.
But yeah, to get into it, so you could probably give him some blame on the first goal. The first goal Ajax scores, which okay.
Yeah. What happens is Ajax gets the ball out on the left.
Right.
Malik goes out to the left. The ball moves over to the right.
Mm-hmm.
There's a gap in the middle from the midfield not having a kind of sense of urgency to get over to the middle part of the field, and then it passes through there. There's some lucky deflections stuff going on. I don't know if it's a deflection. A low chance finish goes in, but
right. But
it was a thoroughfare.
He gets a lot of blame for this, right? I mean, this is the one he gets the most blame for. He was chilling out there on the right side.
like the dude that scores the goal comes from that left side where Malik is and moves up. Yeah. So
the left attacking side, the right defensive side. Yeah. He's it's just lack of sort of a sense of responsibility there. I think, you know, he's kind of naively watching the ball like a little kid watching what's going on over on the other side.
Yep.
Huh, that's interesting.
And of course, he gets struck by the variance bug here, which, as Waki said, that ball bounced. I mean, a solid 3-4 times. We need to talk to Peter Bosch about when he's going to bench Andre Ramalho Silva, because that man stinks. He's so bad. Famously, he's the dude that gave Malik the assist for Rangers last season. The center back. Yeah, the center back playing on the back.
He's got great hair, if you're wondering.
He has great hair. Has excellent hair. I looked him up. He does. You know, he doesn't even have a single cap for Brazil. He's like 30, 32 or something. No caps for Brazil. Spent most of his career at Salzburg and PSV. And he's just not that good a player. So we're getting some Miles Robinson rumors. Miles Robinson, the PSV rumors, those are stuck around for a while. And we know the GOAT Ernie is there, and he loves him some red, white, and blue to put on that red and white. And so hopefully that happens. And there's a spot ready made for him, because this dude, Andre Ramalho Silva, terrible. Anyway,
I'm not going to disagree with you about Silva, but we still got to look at what Malik did in this game squarely.
No.
Face.
Of course.
There's no excuse making going on here. You know,
no excuse making.
Detour that needed to be covered.
I'm just saying that man could have easily kicked the ball anywhere, as the thing was bouncing right next to him. But anyway, so that happens. And then there's 2 more chances given up that are basically directly related to Malik. One was so Ajax is attacking down the right side, PSV's defensive left side. So Serginho Dest out there, and they set up a little. They got somebody coming with the ball and an overlapper, right? So Malik is coming out to PSV's left to help deal with that 2-on-1 that Serge is going to have to deal with. But, you know, it doesn't become a 2-on-1 because Malik makes it out there. So the overlapper's coming.
To his credit, he did go over into the area.
Exactly.
Which is an improvement.
It's an improvement. He got whatever Peter Bosch had to throw at him while Ajax was celebrating their goal. So Serge goes with the overlapper towards the end line. And so the person with the ball goes ahead and tries to, and cuts inside of Malik. Malik kind of like stumbles over, basically top of the box, right around like the little semicircle. Gets a nice shot off that takes a nice save from the PSV keeper.
Very nice save, yeah.
Or that's 2 goals on Malik's head right there. 2 goals on Malik's head.
And since he was in the right spot, I already mentioned this. He gets credit for that.
Okay.
and he's not maybe perhaps not an outstanding 1-versus-1 defender in this spot.
It's
He looked a
fine.
little. He looked pretty languid in that moment. I'm like, come on, dude, just like put up some resistance here.
It's just one of those things, right? Where it's like, if this person is going to keep the ball, they're cutting inside just because of the nature of how the overlap is going. Like, you know what I'm saying? That he's not going to run into Serge as he's taking the overlap going towards the end line. Anyway, so yeah, that was a bad play. And then also the third one that almost ended up in a goal. It's basically
the Brobby chance.
Yeah.
Yes,
Robbie
Robbie
Sitter,
Sitter.
really.
It basically comes through the middle.
Comes to the middle.
Malik goes out to make a little bit of a play. Again, the thing where he's not coming back into the middle area, it gets played through him.
I think Malik should be aware to that passing, like to closing off that passing angle right there, to the pass that gets played in behind him that starts the whole chance. Basically, pass gets played in behind him into zone 14. I think it's like a 1-2 comes, which leaves Malik and Brobby at the back stick there. Cross comes across the ground to Brobby at the back post. Malik is running with this man at this point because, as the pass gets played behind him, Malik then wakes up and is like, "Oh, there's some danger afoot. I need to defend." And as everybody else gets taken out of the play by this nice, Ajax passage of play.
It was nice.
It's Malik and Brobby at the back post, and even past him not closing out the passing window to start this whole chance, he should have been aware that like a cross is going to come, and he could have easily cut that off if he's aware there. And so, big chance at the back post that Brobby puts over the goal. And yeah, I mean that's almost 3 goals. That's almost 3 goals on the man. Which, once again, this isn't a huge deal in the grand scheme of things.
I think it maybe even is good.
It's good that it happened here in a game that PSV ultimately won. But
I don't think this is going to hurt. I don't think this is going to hurt his playing time. Sorry, you go ahead.
No, go ahead. Oh, I was just going to say Malik's got to decide. Like, does he want to win games when he's on the field? Like, that's what it comes down to. Do you want to win when you're on the field? You got to learn to defend. On that one that you guys just described, he's 2 steps behind every step of the combination. Like, he is the definition of going through the motions. And you got to does he want to win? That's why Peter Bosch says you out.
Yeah, and I mean the most obvious of the of that sequence, right? Being the cross across goal. So yeah, it just is what it is. We'll see though. As far as the playing time goes, like maybe does Saibari, is he the 10 now? I mean, we got a long season left. It doesn't matter if he loses his spot, so to speak, right now or whatever. You just keep it moving. This is part of development, right? It's part of development. You gonna mess up. This is the man was a striker all his life. Now he's trying to figure out how to play central midfield. So it's part of development. You accept the coaching, you move on.
But I mean, better to your guys' point, better to Waukie's point, better to have it happen now than in like a Copa America game or something,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, it's just something we all knew he needed to work on. And so, yeah, this is.
And since he got pulled early, we had all the time to just look at the 45 minutes, which was nice. Mm-hmm. So it's good. We talked about this. It's good for this to happen just for us every now and
then. He also had a chance that he kind of flubbed from Serge.
Well, yeah, we're just piling on at this point.
I mean, I'm not trying to pile on. I'm just saying it would have been nice to finish that, get my boy an assist. You know what I'm saying?